na ka employer be a hard working person. So when you say me krom ni kra na me hia no kwa no, or he's not willing to deliver, na ma for be he's willing to work for me. And that working also no, it's not for personal gains only, but for the development of South Africans to be. So far as nipa kwano oyojuma nso no input to about South Africa, and that the nyanya idea ahotip because for so many years Africa fighting for united Africa. Now some unscrupulous people ababontin who say nkofo mo bisa nsem no they don't know anything about South Africa, how South Africa was liberated, how South Africa gained their independence, which country supported them, which African countries came together to support this liberation. They don't even know. I'm not sure they are aware of what happened before. And it's very sad to say, Ghanaians, we are even affected.
Now, some of the pictures for those of obi more hamuti among who there, and I say among who the course no, you know na some of the few pictures I who there omudi Ghana for now I listened to one diplomat who was speaking and was saying say quite often BCC here kasana na kasa so no we don't take any step but no sankebe ya Ghana betimi aka say the ambassador of South Africa who is now currently in Ghana no na aka say fitieneko like either say ebe pamono and I say yen take step be obo say we are really serious
yen pam hwan South Africa mo ambassador okuma to
express our anger
against them. You see, so that's the problem. You see, if you try to retaliate,
not retaliating, but to draw the attention. Take step.
It's very sad to say Wankasao country. I don't know if the leaders have taken any bold step to arrest those corporates, because I don't know why I say. Even to the extent that they even go to hospitals, so oxygen AC also cry now hospital now. They are not police people, they don't have any government, like they don't have anything to show that they are even authority. Streets, any hospitals, any schools, say you are not an African, you need to move away. You here hospitals now my your card. Okay, are you from Africa? Okay, yes. Go. Thank you for your service. Go. No more as a question. Next for say mamo and share foreigners. Nonetheless, but I say they are all
African.
They paid for it. They are all from Africa. We don't discriminate here. Also, Debbie share South Africans for. So my only issue is say, what is the government of South African doing?
Yeah.
Are you to arrest the people?
Quite often they look helpless. Because some of these guys, largely, they are ghetto guys. And I'm Crawford, because the Omukano say, Yabeji, and I say, Ghana for Beji Omejumano. They are not skilled. So no company there will even engage you. In your own country. Because you cannot serve, you cannot open a case. Also, your use is less. Your
use is less.
Also, you can't use less. I say, your use is less. But your use is less.
It's less.
It's a contribution. I say, it's less. Intini ebefa nipa obetime isa jumano. Ne amano attention. Ne amano sa kituano. But enusuna you feel so jealous and so envious. Nanka we smart krana. You can even find a way of getting into that particular factory or industry and be learning from your brothers who are coming from outside.
Correct.
So after a while, no, you can go back. You can say they should go back. There's no problem with that. But pa say you cannot contribute meaningfully, and yet you are against those who are contributing to make your country. Because even though you tell but who chrome no musisi.
Correct. Or say now some arguments be some side say you don't pay tax. You don't pay VAT. You see, useless. You see, in American say,
also, Nhyira bibia o. Nhyira bibia na e ka no. En internet tie for emre bia re ka. Ye wo hai, enye say bia we nim die sim mo amutie. Sebi mu dudo na ya wofo. De mu nim ye nim even half or quarter of that. But the ekoso ye mind no. It is very very important that you listen. Because ade na wo betie na so pa wo betie no. ebe mfa so ama na wetimi hu de ekoso e wo man Ghana bia asema ye ka about South Africa bia wo busua ni bi ana se wo brother bi ana wo bi na all ho abi say AC ba onni
don't know.
But so you be able to know. Sa nyama ni nyina addition education, but not necessarily say be obet in a classroom kwana. Ebeka say oh be sua de. Intinu say ye share so because it's very very necessary that we pay attention to some of the things that's happening around us. It's very very important. Almost say no nye bibia these are some of the observation I mean because say pa say ukase mo obi mba okrum ona sa woman MBA juma dia. MBA juma no so no say wo ankasa otimi
also, you're not willing to do it.
Either you're not willing or you don't have that skill to be able to do that work.
Na me employ a banner, ebe choose to be a only meduma ye no naba.
That's it.
Definitely, he will choose somebody who is willing and who can do the work. Which means technically you are not qualified for him to even call you to do the work for you.
Baraka FM.
And you know, aside that, you know, Adibakwa me who say, Dudona. If you want to see any progressive country, any progressive community, any progressive neighborhood, watch out how they treat their strangers. And I say, foreigners.
Yeah.
So I can for say, oh, yeah, the before, oh, we. You see that place, there's no way say umbetumpo.
Yes, Debbie.
But where you see people, they accommodate, they accept. And then I do hinika last time you call I say how do you say now dia but yeah the ene the honey say who be make you be contribute meaningful to make Ahuju a better place, no. They see you as a royal. On the okay.
Yeah.
Just to tell you, say what is important is what you contribute to the community, to the progress of the community. And then important. It's not about you are a be a fee free and I say be free. No. Last year call friend saying photobi.
Yeah.
Similarly, the same thing. Or he because a son okay. Or say I had we our too. Obia everybody is tolerated, is accommodated. The only challenge they will have is that so see manyama enko and I say you don't want to follow the rules, you don't want to behave well, and you don't want to do the right thing there. That's where there's a challenge.
Correct.
In some meaning, the same thing.
Correct.
Until baby no, that's what you people until I don't know. Maybe there's a lot we have to do as Ghanaians, as Africans, you know. Say I bet me change this particular narrative.
Yeah.
Because everywhere, Donald Trump, that's why he's suffering. You know. Say, oh, we only ask. No. If you think like that, you are thinking inwardly. There's no way. Because America is America today because they accommodate. Every year beyond there is lotteries. The country itself was built by foreigners.
Immigrants.
Even
you Donald Trump, you are immigrant.
And it's sometimes you know me say is lack of knowledge. You say then Emma yegusu osa entiasewi say minkwa emia there be try others open up and see bia the omobeba no the ombe no wontimi nye. There's this one documentary I mean a country that knows that they lack the skill in terms of train and engage foreigners, I think Chinese government to come and do that. Only do me workers no engineers no ye juma wo kwan no about the train fencing kwan no na omo krum for like every engineer bia no they attach some of their nationals to them. Into juma no musua efri no. Do you know what they did? After the contract elapses, Arabia or movie is on contract no. After they are going back to their country, China. Then the next contract man and China for no. You could you believe say train no more construct here is much better and more efficient than the Chinese for the
So you see,
but that's what we are liking. Na Ghana hakwade mayembo Ghana buying kwa abaso. Do you know that even yesterday, I think voice in the saying ready, but everybody an area but T4. Mining ayekai. Ghana buying SSA that emra for mining in this country. As you see, they are saying that no, there's no way foreigners better keep larger a part of the component of local should be part of it.
Correct. Wakasema kame. Mine initially.
Yeah, it's for you call Facebook so obehu the ecoso South Africa. The omo na attacking most of our people over there. Omo Ghana for almost at least omo ko say be omo timi anya bibi ade abrefie ade aba bibi na the ecoso hon there ense fata ense enya ade a ese adipa. So that's what is happening there. We'll also bring you some voices from some experts. Friends in international relations. No matimia in Chechi Mama Yati Nyama Biasi. Okay, all right, let's go.
Ubani your gold mine in Ghana. Majority of the mining companies are owned by South Africans.
Yeah. Oh,
the big ones,
Okay.
South Africans.
Okay.
So, and you can say, okay, Monso ya cut him off totally. How do we survive as a global village in the world?
Yeah.
And then you can say South Africans, okay, fine. You want to take your country? Okay, fine. Take your country. We are moving out. South Africa, what do you even export? Compare your exports to your imports. And you're saying, can you survive on your own?
No.
You are not even focusing
you
on
still depend on others.
You see, you are not even focusing on the actual matter, whereby 70% of your land is being owned by foreign whites.
Baraka FM.
You are not even talking about that. Yes, still the liberation that most African countries came together to fight for you, freedom fighters. Even 1962, Nelson Mandela, fly Ghana, ebe lobby for support. African leaders, Kwame Nkrumah supporting Tanzania, the same thing. Nigeria, the same thing.
My auntie Papaya also Ekasefa these attacks and how he thinks that say Ghana buying and take a step because and say bet was some years back it was Nigerians they attacked. Now it is Ghana.
It is good for them, it is good for all the national, someone their ambassadors, it is good to issue statements, those ones are good. But I think that they must take some strong sanction from the unions that they belong to, African Union, SADC, and all that. In fact, some of the nationals must begin to close their embassies in their country. So that
Baraka
FM. And a clear warning that, hey, look, you cannot sit in your country and think that, hey, everything is okay and you can do anything you want to do.
Yes, we any among where experts in international relations kasa Ghana buying kasano say kasana na ebe but my man ento asusa because the equals with the enya dia say yes so say take a step na yentimi and prevent future occurrence. All right, here's Daily Graphic, Democrat Daily Graphic. Also, Victor Asante ends tenure as First Bank Ghana MD takes up new role. Workplace HIV policy launched to improve healthcare access. President of the Ghana East Commission, so also Ekasa see kwa the koso Iran, any United States of America, any Israel, omonto kwano, amaze say condom kwano, any boy ya edi.
Ni boya di
tokwa
ma
o man chasu dia eni ebe ha adwin
yesu ekom no ye ka se ekom die no mo ka about CD
say obi ani ejuma ho ye ntino no so no ka the area
explain how
say manufacturing company no manufacture we na omodi sa asem edi tudwa say hwe ye ko enim no the issue of condom no there will be because people will not patronize it and that will also lead to yare outdoor because any idea according to them idea etimi bo enkofu ho ban they don't want to stay safe and they don't want to prevent themselves from getting into this infectious and they don't want to be loyal to their partners and then ediba and you can show us some of the pictures yedi betujwa selebea TFO behwe baby a manufacture and the omo can as to whether it is something that you can friends saying take them seriously na yentino e was pom say nya dia so ebebo wan so na yamanako so that is what is happening with regards. And in a daily graphic and so Eritrea and Anop. Cabinet approves a visa waiver for 3 countries. When so Honorable Okujotu Ablakwa and the Sasamwe the Tuja. Daily guidance on see withdraw health mining lease group to minister. Ghana must build economic buffers. Nana Osei Eji. Buffer stock trial. Court summons Yoko officials over seized gadgets. Assembly members deny Adamu's petition claims. Kumasi businessman beats girlfriend to death. Hey, Assembly. Girlfriend onye ni yiri o. Obiba. You say
wakunu. Yeah.
We oh, Obanu ka de ni funi wa. Oh my God. Sally Benson. Yeah. Sally Benson. And the daily guy idea to her.
Obiba.
Minti mo hasini no. Yen yamba no so no ye e ka omuntie me mfa ho ma be ma ono ntimi and if the person cannot even come to your family and pay the and then for the family to know that this is where you are, we are na because we anke aware kwa, even though it's not supposed to be na aware kwa na, then there's somehow a way out. By girlfriend we bunekunu.
When we say research be about say ba prefer harsh guys.
I don't know.
Than cool guys.
I don't know. Okay, research. Yeah, that's the early 2000s. Early 2000s. Ever this issue of rape in marriage and all these human rights activists started those times. Surprisingly, we have people who, I don't know which university did that, but they went around and then conducted interviews and then did a lot of within our communities. And surprisingly, what came up, the Okan, and nearby say a man do not almost say, oh, they even when their husbands abuse them, and they just say, you
see, brainwashing. And I only it's not easy.
As an American Nigerian movie, this is how we make our love. But I get say, watch your movie, need that there.
Trouble.
How do you abuse someone? You say that you love them. That shows that you love the person.
Let me see.
And the one being the victim can expressing this. Why should it be like that? And it's largely about how we are raised, parenting. That's largely how it is. Because you know, papa and maybe no or bono or mame. That's the way to go. There's no any respect and courtesy for a woman. That respect say, oh baby, we quite then say there be on Nisantias, because the own and no so we been a kind of say that's a counselor who is saying that say our phone who say anytime you are raising children, kind of who say those that you are raising are tomorrow's husbands and tomorrow's wife.
Yeah.
Into the way you raise them, that is how that generation they also build
themselves. Yeah.
Hey, but how it is a terrible and say police inform and quantum side businessman. Every day one Nipana upa there be and say busia for no the say in China so Nenya disuyama Lawyer Kwebu backs call for termination of Bogosu Prestia lease. Build economic buffers ahead of IMF exit. And also Ejumawura nkukwan kitten jobs for the boys. Job for the boys. You can't job for the boys. So what did I say? It means either parting for and I say or more. According to the story. So when you the BLFT newspaper, you have full version of what's the newspaper friend saying newspaper no Eddie Tuja. All right, and the way. No answer the better was no man the equals with regards to galamsey and some by and no so revealing do don't I say nanka ye my adwin ko hokra nanka galamsey and can swatwa. Do you know say all places are where galamsey you know only the kind of the quantum of oil are more consuming fuel
fuel for the galamsey work no.
Yes, use generators, fencing,
big
machines nyina,
tractors no.
Inti no say fencing NPA betimi track. Na yatmaka said there be this area because of a galamsey, you know, there's no way they should
fuel compass fuel tankers.
That will help to seize this thing. And surprising, almost all the experts, all those who are talking were saying that this is so revealing and something that Sabine take serious step towards it. I bet me galamsey no be a tune of the past.
Yeah. I think it makes sense because cutting down the main resource for the galamsey, you know. It's a very good strategy. I commend them to do so. Yeah. If that's also a part of cutting down the galamsey or eradicating it totally in Ghana now, then I think it's a good mover. But let's look through it and then see how far best we can.
Your friend saying Esquire, Edu Jitamaklo, Honorable. Ono so ono da NPA ono so no assembly by no say we the idea asempa
good research
and they have to find way of your friend is saying taking care of the drivers who are driving this tank, and then again making sure say betimi monitor aho bibia source of fuel am use no e free ntino ma ntino emra.
Now, what we have realized is that there is a high appreciation of the experienced tanker drivers and mates. Anytime the tanker drivers come there, they come with different mates. And the reason he found out was that when they come there and they go to the mining communities to discharge petroleum products to the mine, he loses one mate. Because according to the mates, Oyam and Nhyira is more profitable than being a driver's mate. And so the most experienced drivers, they are losing it from the downstream to other areas. So one of the things we are trying to do to resolve that problem is that we are coming out with tanker drivers remuneration framework, whereupon we would ensure standardized payments by way of salary to the tanker drivers. And so we have an idea how much comes back to the tanker drivers from the UPPF and all those in terms of their dues.
What did you okay? Just say tanks facing cars na this are fuel there could do serious in kwano. Omo be kwano na mate no.
Wajai.
Now unjai aketia na.
Ko say na omeja no wajai. Yeah. I say they be almost mates.
Ntino someone to drivers no one ya driver na kasa beka no ajai mu car no from car ho.
Wonderful.
You see, so that's one thing that no amoka, but one man that has been helping in this and then collaborating with, and partnering with media houses to do this, a friend saying doctor engineer Ashigbe Ken Ashigbe only the number one person, and then was starting since the old administration could see and no one seminar in Meribiano until woman Ken Ashigbe on this same issue. Okay, and then the way forward.
So in a war, you constantly would have to be devising different ways and means to be able to deal with it. And so I completely can understand your exasperation, because if you take, for example, if you take CTFM, we've been in those days since 2016 trying to fight this, and we are not winning, we're losing the battle. It gets there. But you see, if you are drowning, you never know that straw you hold might be the one. So what we need to all do is to bring up, the force that the Constitution gives us. For the media, it is the fact that we are supposed to hold leadership to account. But for all of us, in the preamble of the Constitution, reciting it, we need to bring that pressure to bear. On His Excellency the President, the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, the EPA, my brother Adekye, fine lawyer, he is passionate. When you see him talking about Galamsey, he's passionate about fighting it. This is a fine opportunity for him to also be able to put his strength and help. So it's not only the military, it's not only the police. Now, EPA with its regulatory power will be able to bring some support to bear on this. And we should be able to use all the technology that's available. We are a dying people. Exercise is happening. It's killing us. So we cannot throw our hands in the air. If we throw our hands in the air, they would eat us all up. So this is another new way of looking at it. What we need is to be able to support it. That's why I'm happy that TTFM has taken, after seeing our statement, have called and we're discussing this. I'm hoping that you will call the MPA boss, you will call the minister, you will call the select committee of parliament, so that all of us can find ways in which we can resolve this problem. You see, when the Penyako water treatment plant was shut, it did not ask whether you're MPP or NDC in those communities, or whether you belong to a party or you are like me who do not belong to any of that party. It does not ask that, and so we all need to be concerned about this. And I think for me, the time has come. Even me, I'm asking our Lord Bishops of the Catholic Church that maybe we need to go back again on our prayer walk. We need to mobilize, because it does not seem as if all of us who are Christians, the prerequisite to go into heaven is to take the sacrament of baptism. And so for those churches that have to do immersive baptism, and now they are telling
we can ashiguna yetini kano eno echire no na enya obi onso so ka se unim se galamsin sensemi kwa no affect omon sorry ntinendwa Pentecost for paying for issue statements with regards to this same issue ka se there be sadi they say yembo modiana yema so entra, because when somebody is going to be baptized, they need holy water and clean water and natural water. This service already will be kosher pool. The water is not coming naturally, and you cannot use for a number of people. But ensure air cordia naturally, and then omota it's affecting the issue of.
You see, because Galamsey, I don't understand. See, the funny thing is that from primary level to senior level to even tertiary, offer textbooks now causing problems. Galamsey, cutting down tree, deforestation, and I'm also outlining solutions of how to conquer Galamsey. The solutions are there. I don't know if
the key players, I say
are they lying to us? Are they lying to us of the solution? And I say, solution, because solutions are there even in the textbooks. Why can't we put it in real life? Solutions.
The Business and Financial Times also Victor Yao Asante takes up international banking role. Climate risk modeling program takes off. UNB CEO urges shift from import to local production by 2030. The National Enquirer, also Julius Zebra in Harvard, attend leadership program to boost government delivery. Hey, it has a whole lot of controversy. Maybe share program Paula Dumochri. One analysis. Cecilia. Presidential race in them, chief of staff Azako Harvard, because doctors in Kwan are lining up. That is the politics of it. Yes, the NPA launches Napet Ladies Week Championship, Women's Empowerment. That's the National Enquirer. All right. Elembele Assembly members disown petition against Adams as they set record straight. One community, different thinking, different understanding. Ghana Medical Trust Fund engages Parliamentary Health Committee. Entrepreneurs allege bias by police, bank, judiciary in disputed factory takeover. And also, the Hawk newspapers was saying Methodist Church rocked by thesis explosion. And you say okay, so we'll get the newspaper page 7 for details of the story. Calls mount to terminate Health Goldfields lease. Otunfo blast 3 ministers over Sampa 2 fight. 3 ministers only one. The Infonia high there 2. Minister of Chieftaincy, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim, any Interior Minister, Honorable Alhaji Muntaka. Umfoni na newspaper no edia 2. Assembly so OSP case on ice. Court halts trial over power raw. Daily Searchlight newspaper was NBC is not opposed to OSP, but the Famakbo.
Was it the
So in the OSP assembly about
OSP assembly the OSP assembly is assembly about. When you say and let me see sister station said now in
Baraka FM
the minority are fighting for the OSP because they think say when the OSP started his the majority were backing him because it wasn't affecting them.
Yes.
Now that it's affecting them, they want to and now the minority are also fighting for him to stay. Just
I say former friend say editor general and Assam now they are
editor general.
At the time the person is fighting the opponent, they were hailing him. The time he said, no, let me deal with you people inside inwardly. I said, Debbie, I said,
so only your auditor general and your OSP. Don't you think say the powers of the OSP should be given to the auditor general?
They have a different way because
auditors they make their findings. You see, so after they make their findings, who prosecutes the corporate or the
sentinel moment but we almost say this issue of there almost say and you say any powers no more due, but according to some of the lawyers are more backing that issue almost say based on case by case basis baby ba na say almost pursue dia almost here to me krata I be free attorney general ho na yen attorney general so from history all this while they've never gone for their own. Bako. The only one I bet me citing a friend saying Papai Solomon BBB sorry. Nidino escaping me. Yes. Enunkwa case because Mahama one they've been able to deal with their own. But all this one is difficult. Enuna minority consensus. Debbie, some years and they will never see anything wrong with the government. But they will see everything wrong with the opposition. Akanda wants doctors accept postings to rural areas or else. Where they somebody won't know. Because doctors say do one and say one person but it be all corner. The weather, the situation there should be conducive enough for them to be able to work. And the issue and you say they just don't want to go to the rural areas. GIS border commander appeals for staff barracks. 2028 elections will see strategic shifts as Mahama exits. Awuku Sami Awuku ne kasa Sami.
This 2028 radio. You see,
Baraka FM
politics, but you see, what MPP face, previously our primaries who's going to be a flag
like
internally, I think that's what Sami Awuku is literally indirectly saying. That the same thing is going to face NDC. Yeah. Because right now,
but
Papa no so like the leader is stepping down.
So now who is taking over?
Whether he likes or not, he's stepping
going
down.
Yes.
Now who's coming to take over?
Say I see Julius Zebra. I say didn't get your
Haruna Idrisu.
Okay. Haruna Idrisu.
I
see Kesela 240.
Yeah. You know, that down everybody is just speculating, but there's this our man who is bringing the figures and data raw. Like, oh no, he's making his research.
And the party,
his findings too are also, I want to say 100%.
Because meaning say Baraka no my that analysis. Okaikwe not MCE engage corporate leaders on development partnership. And also on the front page of the Daybreak newspaper, blame Fair Wages Commission for salary adjustment delays. Ghana Armed Forces tells civilian staff. Galamsey stops Pentecost Church from river baptism. All right. The Spider newspaper we have not petitioned Land Minister Ellen Bell. Assembly members clarify Adam's report. Cheap propaganda. Bonsu regional minister calls for another prayer over cheap cocoa farm politics. Hey, some MP da okuta cocoa. Say mra mo call one of these cocoa growing areas, you know. And a minister ka say there be politics na or any or munsem. Free primary health care rallies national support to driver universal access. $30 million state cash, zero returns. MIF proves electrochem investments scandal. Someone just get out. Coalition urges NPA to cripple illegal mining operations. Daily Democrat, 23-year-old remanded over alleged defilement case. Hey, some 23 years wako defile any waka.
Telling you,
That Bembu
about boy is dead. You see, there are some in America. There are some things
we every be quiet.
There are some things you cannot reverse it. Defilement case.
Hey, some 23 years ago. I
feel like about one uhusu. I feel like when you be a we are so now what's them
businessman seeks help to reclaim factory. And this one Volta star Bobby GH drops big anthem. Ade otunyumana. Musician. Agona West Chairs Okonfo David deputy organizer bid. CSOs demand independent prosecutor to fight corruption. The Archives newspaper see lover killed in quotation girlfriend after cheating clash.
There is more into the story. But death is not the solution.
Aside that crown, I didn't want worry no. They don't cheating as me.
David what call
Marcus am cheating mu because ma wo for nim say mu shisha ho. And then need say cheating.
If the mutual agreement. You call mutual agreement say.
Hey, asemo.
So that is it. You see, there are some things where you cannot abandon it. It's there.
Very beautiful woman, you just die like that, just like that.
Wako chiti.
Just like that. There be one chiti said me because
chiti.
Oh, why in the bad also watch it? Watch it said, do you have any license? Kwaji license, you know. Kwaji license, you know, cheating there. And the weti was.
They say uni a cat cheating now. A part say they both have agreed mutually.
Oh, massa. They both did they agree themselves? Did they bring themselves on it? Adamus Mines tension claims force. Galamseyes conquer at Tiwa Forest. Step up camps as authorities struggle to contain menace. Afenyo Makin quotation. Afenyo Makin must go. Campaign escalates. Hey, NPP Samson no. All right, moment to us here because Nchebiana any honorable Amir Lamte, say Saudi Hajj Minister of Hajj. It was Saudi Arabia, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The friend saying, "He be etuja and into no na Germany ni bonkomo na say, Fatawa say, yamfantuja na omo will be programs no bia nyahwe with regards to this, especially in Central for that will be embarking on the trip no." You must all be adhere to those rules. What may I clarify some of the issues that we have in the statement. New head of Oyoko family outdoored at Agona Nyakrum. Hey, Agona Nyakrum. Oh, okay. MV Sankofa not registered in Ghana. GMA respond to Sami Aoku. The Observer newspaper say resigned before seeking party positions. Asedun Ketia reminds government appointees. So opposition there. And the opposition Okutano, you must go.
You see, I don't well
because you can't use the position to bully others who don't have positions. Into what I do, you are serving to continue to serve and allow others to go for the positions.
Correct. You see,
Ghanaians urged to stay indoors ahead of anti-foreigner protest in South Africa. Issues I shared earlier. No? All right. Scholarship Authority opens applications for 2026-2027 local tertiary scheme. Local in there, Mifwaso, but foreign there.
School second.
Foreign there, me forward the haruna this canon foreign there coming kwa there they should put it on hold.
Say one question for you jumana from Bagana.
You don't omuko mba o. Masa
say wako new environment.
Taxpayers money etua no.
You see, it depends.
No akoka.
Me who say if they are to take.
No maybe I say e ka ho etua abant me ntua omuka.
See, this question is something that if you have to take the well-deserved students now, I'm telling you, they'll come back.
Yeah, and then correct.
But if you take people that already like
they don't deserve
it.
They don't deserve it.
Definitely no kwa. I'm telling you, say Obakra na nanka no. Ononka ka just no onyo no biom.
Because I was listening to Sisters Network this morning. One of the beneficiaries of scholarship was say, enye local scholarship enjoy a pa dia anka school pa the pass over university there. Anka nya dey obetumi. So, you know, idea etimboa dudu na especially here for mo nibi no. NPA bill to introduce major reform in petroleum pricing structure. We Honorable Edgy Tamakulu Esquire. The Dispatch newspaper says NDC 2028 president slot APL survey puts Asedun Ketia and Julius Debra at 30% each. Presidency backs NLA KGL contract. Revenue talks ongoing. Any labels? Any discussion did to jar. Showbase 6 reasons men should pay for everything, even in 2026. I'm ready to mentor next Shatta. Shatawale.
I'm ready to do what?
Ready to mentor next Shatta.
Shall the history?
Just say obia obedi. Obeshanin Pabwa.
Stali angasa kai we die enseme because Stali angasa no our history pa. Your honor ode ne militants by your honor man so na WhatsApp pam the militants no.
Hey so.
Your honor man back to back or pam the managers. No the way back, no the way no the way.
But one interesting story I mean making kind just recently about Ibia or the two ni handle so. Social media handle okay say that's just after Eddie Salah and all they or say omo ton kebab ton kebab no any yes omo ton kebab largely any other but no say largely what he was saying was that he wanted to see if he could really invest in them. Me making kind in Ankasano, I see some wisdom in what he was saying because unim say joint in the dudona we patronize, but ushe the condition within which they sell the meat is not healthy.
Healthy. Yeah.
It's not healthy.
Health wise, it's not good.
But I didn't so I to we eat it directly without adding or without doing anything to it.
It's not easy.
Until now the one say masa o chinchinga balango enwa onyato ya na and also he wanted to invest. So he was asking his followers to give him to tell him whether it's not a bad idea to invest in those who do those stuff. So that when I see come kebab joints one kasa continue nobody the environment in Akasano should be but yeah we see any inframa futuro ni nyina fa so nipa na auto na Akasano hunu kwa na enye wa kondo say word but because we are addicted to it.
I hope say Shatawale asem na
Shatawale asem na
Shatawale asem ka no anka ni yedi am na obenya issue sa manager say no hanom na
mentry asem na okan na newspaper no Showbase newspaper no ediaba say or pese I'm ready to mentor the next Shatta.
But already me pese me banta manager asem okan say
okay
o hanom na okofa militants by and our pamo
no sa pamo
the managers back to back set wala pamo manager back up the manager for Osanya no or a reshuffle no yeah and still in the team
reshuffle ben
o say
wa free
there be Mr. Fatai government institution omo yeah reshuffle
but pamo no
one pamo
do
o say me say wa pamo only
no
back up but say na wo kan no obema say na Shatawale tag na akwa say ono the time bia wa pamo manager back up
now if you are not delivering 7 days say
and wa pam how many militants
o say Mr. Fatai, we be ejuma. Na oma instructions. Na workers in fa. What's your all options?
And one say mambo ko me di moto.
Nti no denti na ebedu Shatawale nkwa so dia.
Na da ne
Obi aye bia ye Shatawale nkwa ye enu dem ntimi fa o me.
Say enti na mimika one good aspect that I have realized.
Yeah,
Efa balangu ni chichinga. Because all the business people know our attention nyina e wo high. But ono hwa low key no more important, more impactful. Because maybe I turn balangu there ye nyina ni mo kroma. Bibia obekotobia aje bia omo ben restaurant and some friends and drinking spot no omo na bia obeka say omo de no but do na patronizing there. It's not really hygienic.
Yeah. Me
no ka say o person university no.
Yeah. Me ebani me nipa Shtawale ebani business aspect here. I always say
Great.
this. He's very good at business.
And pano music aspect so the whole Ghana obi ni hodo nti na ya woka na wa hwe on say
music uko music
say na woka say wapamo na manfo no na mpese me kire won nsem ni say na yati sa no o kan na amanfo Baraka ye big network amanfo we BT
yes
nti no asem oka no obi akwakofa
so wapamo mo
okay na me tell say na nipa na owo hono no munyina you under the person you are working
David the thing is that wapamo so wapamo mo
wapamo mo
correct
you know say wapamo pamo ni man you know say Shatawale pamo ani jaba akopɛ into no mesere wale dia na why stay am mesere.
All right, so you go for a short break, yeah. When you return, then you go and then listen to the advice because NGBN from 1st May, first flights from Tamale into kote the communication director Mahaj board Honorable Amin Lamte na yerina adiankomo
98.7 FM Baraka Yetiewo Babia.
Still in work mode. Of course, we're still in work mode.